Welcome back. In this quick tip video, we would look at how you can do mathematical calculations accurately and also look at a few important things from the math module. Earlier in the course, we learned that the default float class is not really accurate. If I do 4.5 minus 3.2, what is the value that's printed? It's printing 1.2999998. That's not really accurate, right? That's where the decimal class comes in. So you can create, let's say, a decimal value, decimal of 4.5. Important thing is you have to pass the value as a string. And you can see that it's throwing an error. That's because decimal is in a specific package. Let's import that package in, import decimal. Let's go one step better and let's say from decimal import directly the decimal class into the current namespace. So now I would be able to use the decimal class directly and I would be able to say value 1 is equal to decimal of 4.5 and let's say value 2 is equal to decimal of 3.2. Now if you see what is the value of value 1 minus value 2, you'd see that it gives you a decimal value of 1.3. This is pretty cool, right? So whenever you want accurate calculations, it's better to go with the decimal class. The built-in floats are not really accurate. Now let's look at another important module which is present in Python related to math. So it's called math module and it has a number of things that are related to mathematics. Typically, all the trigonometric functions are present in here. You can also find out the value of math.py. It's a constant, and math.e. All these are defined in here. So if you want to do any mathematical operation like trigonometry or logarithms, things like conversions to radians, there's a power operator in here. You can find the GCD, the greatest common denominator, or you also have the factorial function. Typically, for any of these operations, you would go to the math module. If you want to get help on any of these functions, all that you need to do is say math.factorial and you get the help related to that. So you see that it's factorial of x. You can pass one parameter and it says it raises a value error if x is negative or integral. I'm typing in :q to exit and you can find out about any of the things that are present in here. Let's say you'd want to find out about math.ceil. What does math.ceil do? So it returns the smallest integer greater than equal to x. So let's type in :q and get out and call math.ceil with 5.5. What would be the output? It returns 6. Smallest integer greater than or equal to 5.5. What is this? 6. Now if I pass in minus 5.5, it's minus 5. So it returns the smallest integer which is greater than this. When we talk about negatives, minus 6 is actually less than minus 5.5. Minus 5 is actually greater than minus 5.5. So it returns the smallest integer which is greater than minus 5.5, which is minus 5. Similarly, you can try and get help for other functions and try them out. In this video, we looked at a couple of important tips regarding mathematical functions, right? Number one, if you are doing any financial calculations, do not use floats. Use the decimal class. Decimal class gives you accurate results. The second thing which we looked at is using the math module. If you want to do specific mathematical operations like trigonometric operations or logarithmic operations, or even the basic mathematical operations like ceil, floor, factorial, and things like that. Until another tip, that's bye from Ranga in 28 minutes. I'll see you in the next step.